your father. No! Actually, Luke, it's more like I'm the character from Rogue One. Who was that? Forrest Whitaker? I forget his name. It was a cool name though. It was like Duggery-Doo or something like that. But anyways, good morning and God bless America. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Vet Van. Alright, well today we got our last leg of traveling all the way to Iowa. But last night, man, it's kind of warm, kind of humid out here, and I was trying to get some sleep when the old batteries on the AC unit went out. See, I got this little AC unit here. Got nice cold air blowing out of it. I got these two batteries. And this bottom one right here was supposed to have a full charge when I left the house, but I don't think it did. It ran out. I mean, it ran for about 6 hours, and usually it runs for about 8 hours on a full charge when it's on like this nighttime setting over here, which is like a low setting. It'll run for like 8-9 hours on just one battery. Luckily, there was still some juice in this other battery that I used up, and I've been trying to charge it while going down the road, but I haven't figured out a way to do that, because when you plug this thing in to like one of these outlets, it doesn't seem to charge. So I don't know, leave a comment and maybe you can help me out, tell me what I'm doing wrong. This little guy here charges just fine. This is a little battery pack that hooks up to a little cigarette lighter, and this thing charges just fine as it goes down the road. Now, it was 100% when I went to bed, and so for about, I don't know, about 6-7 hours, it's been running my CPAP machine just fine. So I can just have my CPAP machine running right off a battery. Ain't technology grand, folks? I'd say so. Alright. Tell you what. Getting in and out of this van ain't easy. But just had me a little breakfast over there at the McDonald's. I have to say that was a 5-star breakfast. Place is really clean. Staff super duper friendly, and the food was fresh. It's good. They had this new item on the menu. I don't know. It was like kind of like the cheesy jalapeno double quarter pounder, but it was a McMuffin. So I got that, and it came to me fresh. So that was a good breakfast. By the way, I don't know if you can hear it. There are a bunch of birds that are sitting in that tree, and they were sitting in that tree last night. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But there's a bunch of them. It didn't really bother me, but it was just crazy. Also, coming from Arizona, I'm not really used to all the humidity here, so it took me a while this morning to get a little bit acclimated. So the navigation says I'm right here at this Lawrence Rest Area, Kansas Turnpike. It's got a Phillips 66 gas station right over there, and I have to say that these little rest areas in the middle of the turnpike are genius. I love them. Also, somebody pulled up next to me last night to catch a few Z's themselves, right next to the old vet van. I'm ready to get going now, so let's hit the road. And as the dawn rises over the Great Plains, we getting back on the turnpike. Look at that beautiful dawn. Great Plains. God bless America. Alright, looks like in order to get on or off the turnpike, you get on to Interstate 70. We're gonna have to stop here at this toll plaza and pay a toll. I'm thinking it's gonna be around $8 is what my phone was telling me before I left the house, but I don't know, we'll see. But let's get over to this cashier here and see what the damage is here. Alright, friendly folks at the toll booth. So it was about $12.25 to come up all the way from Wichita. So now we're moving forward and I'm gonna get on the Interstate 70 here. Sorry folks, but just look at that dawn coming up over Kansas City. Is this how you guys in Kansas City get it every morning? I'd move here in a heartbeat. Look at that. Light blues, oranges. Can't beat it. Missouri River, folks. The mighty, mighty Missouri. And welcome to Missouri. Boom! Entering Platte County. So, memories of Missouri. All fond. Historic state. You know. And went to basic training here. I wish I had more time to stick around and check out, you know, where I went to basic training, and I'm pretty sure I could get on post with my VA card and all that good stuff and have a look around. The other place I went after Fort Leonard Wood was Fort Sam Houston, down in Texas. I remember it being very hot when I had to go through, I think it was 4.5 months of combat medic training. But it was definitely a blast because I got to meet some really great people who are still friends with today, my buddies, and one of which he just completed Sergeant Major Academy. So congrats, bud. Alright. Sign back there says we are cruising by birthplace of Jesse James. And on the water tower there it says Kearney. So Kearney, Missouri is where old Jesse James was born. Outlaw, train robber. Didn't know the guy personally. Saw his movie where he got played by Brad Pitt. Assassination of Jesse James. Amazing movie, I'd have to say. Definitely a timeless movie that people are going to enjoy, you know, decades from now. Performances are great. Dick Little, his line, I'm what you might call an enamoratu, or something to that effect. I don't know it exactly, but yeah, if you haven't seen that movie yet, man, Casey Affleck plays Robert Ford. Brad Pitt plays Jesse James. It's got Hawkeye in it from the Avengers. It's got everybody in it, man. Amazing movie. They just don't make them like that anymore. And you know, they really should. They really should. Iowa state line, people. Decatur County. Things I know about Iowa. Well, I know they've got an awesome state fair. And it's where they filmed that movie Straight Story, which is kind of what this little road trip is about. Maybe trying to go see where they filmed some of it and meet up with my old buddy from high school days. He's living out here in Iowa, a couple years now, maybe 5 or 6. He's originally from the West Coast, but his wife became a doctor and then wanted to become a surgeon, so she got a spot out here in Iowa to do her residency, and so they've been here for quite a while. So they're both going to be moving back to the West Coast, so I thought I'd, bring them a visit, Straight Story style, like old Alvin Straight. Just kind of check things out. I know that they live around Clear Lake. There's if I don't make it to any of the Straight Story movie locations, that I will try at least to see where Buddy Holly played his last concert, which is a place, a small, I think it's called the Surf Ballroom or something like that, but I'll go ahead and check that out instead if it turns out that these locations where they filmed that movie, The Straight Story, if it's too far away, because I don't have a whole lot of time to hang out before I gotta get heading back to home. Alright, looks like just merged onto Interstate 35 North. This will be the last bit of interstate to take us to Clear Lake. I told my buddy I'd be there between 11 a.m. and noon. But I'm gonna have to stop for gas here shortly, because I don't think I've got enough to make it another 100 miles. So, but one thing I've noticed about this particular route going through Iowa is that if you stay on 35 North, it'll take you all the way to Minneapolis. So I see signs saying, Minneapolis this way. And I know there's a lot of people from Minnesota that come down in the wintertime to Arizona, where I'm from, to escape the snow. Which makes me wonder if this route isn't maybe part of one of a number of migratory snowbird routes. Snowbirds are what Arizonans call people who come up or come down from up north in the wintertime because they've got homes, property, places to park their RVs and stuff down in Arizona. There's an old Peterbilt dealership there, and just driving through the outskirts of northern Des Moines. Sam's Club on the left. But yeah, I think this trip has shown me what snowbirds see every year as they, go back and forth from Arizona to places like Minnesota, because I do see a lot of Minnesota license plates in central Arizona during the wintertime, so kind of cool. I'm gonna get off the freeway here, kind of one exit sooner than what the navigation is telling me to do, just so I can, get off the freeway. After you've been on freeways, for so long, you just want to get off of them, you just want to slow down, take in the scenery, and, check out some of these farm roads. So it's going to be about 7 miles of farm roads leading into Clear Lake here, which should be to the west of me. So let's see here. Anybody coming? Nobody coming for miles in that direction. Nobody coming. Alright, let's see some farms. So map's telling me to go straight for about 2 miles and then hang a right to go up to Clear Lake. Speed limit 55. And yeah, like, if you haven't come out here to farm in this part of the country, then what the heck are you doing out here? I don't know, but it is beautiful, and it looks like there is plenty water out here. Everything is dark green, otherwise known as chlorophyll from my microbiology classes. But yeah, really great stuff. Alright, I make a right at the stop sign here. Gross Avenue. It's like a postcard out here. So yeah, basically the plans are meet up with my buddy. When I get to his place, I'm probably not going to jump out with a camera running, because I don't think he knows that I'm vlogging this whole trip, and he probably isn't going to appreciate me stuffing a camera in his face unless you got to ask permission for these things. Look at this nice farm. I know a lot of farmers come over from Europe because, there's a lot of farms out here that either nobody wants to own anymore or they don't want to work on them. But I know a lot of Dutch people they kind of got tired of the system over there in Europe, and there's just a lot more space out here. And I mean, there must be hundreds of thousands of farms all through this part of the country, going all the way up to Canada and back. So, and that's, they bring all their generations of European skill with them. And I have to say, it looks like these farms are very, very well managed. So, yeah. But anyways, yeah, so plan for today, meet up with my buddy. I don't know if his wife's gonna be home or if she's gotta work. Like I said, she's a surgeon, so I don't know, they might have appointments, they might be on call. I don't know what their schedule's like, but you know, I was thinking maybe today I got here kind of early, just before lunch, maybe have a sandwich. And then today, maybe go visit, like I was saying, Buddy Holly's, the last venue that he played at. Check that out. And then tomorrow, maybe if it's not too far, go and check out some locations where they filmed that movie, The Straight Story. So I think that'd be a good idea. Look at that barn right there. It's like a pull-through barn, which in the movie The Straight Story, the character Alvin Straight, you know, he's making it cross country from Iowa to Wisconsin, just pulling a small little trailer with a John Deere tractor, and he makes it all the way there. But there's a scene where he tries to escape a storm, and he pulls his trailer off the road and pulls it into somebody's like pull-through barn, and just kind of waits out the storm, lights up a cigar, and just kind of waits for the rain to pass. So if I look on my navigation, it says we're pretty darn close to this clear lake. It's right over there behind those trees. I don't think we're going to be able to see it unless I take a left somewhere up here, down one of these neighborhoods. I don't know if these are private neighborhoods. I don't think they are. But I may not even be able to see the lake even if I went down one of these streets. I don't know. I'm going to try and not run any of these stop signs here. This is kind of cool. These homes are very classic, you know, like classic American homes. Really nice. I'm not sure if when my buddy and his wife decide to move back to the West Coast, if they're going to keep this house or sell it, but it'd be a shame to sell it if it's such a nice place to come to in the summers, you know, or even in the fall. So I don't know what they're going to do, but let me go down this little avenue here, 6th Avenue, because the lake should be right down there. Yep, for sure. For sure. I see water. Imagine getting to trick or treat in these neighborhoods, man. Some classic stuff. But yeah, as you can see, you know, there's some boat launches, pontoon launches down there. There's a guy walking, looking at his pontoon, thinking, am I going to take it out this weekend? What am I going to do? Some kids playing in the yard, people walking their dogs. I mean, this is as classic as it gets. So, yeah, I can recommend a trip here. For sure. Beautiful, beautiful lakeside community. Cool. Well, I'm gonna go hunt down my buddy. Well, they had the road closed there, so I gotta double back. But yeah, here's another view of the lake. Really amazing stuff. I think I'm gonna go straight here through this neighborhood here. crashing about anybody. There's a lot of bikes and cars and a lot of activity. I mean, it's the weekend and it's the summer, so you expect that. But yeah, he lives pretty close to this neighborhood, so they found themselves a good spot.